Round two, we've got the choice and play first. And keep. No blue source. We do have a 2-drop and a 3-drop and some burn spells. And by burn, I mean kill spells. Very different than burn. Burn goes to the face. All right. Another Alex Stephenson deck, perhaps. There is a chance. Oh. Well, I guess better that guy than my Weapon Master. Especially with a Ghost Fire Blade follow-up next turn. It's going to be pretty nice. No plays, no lands. Taking it. Let's Ghost Fire Blade. Oh yeah, I have to actually play it first. Let's equip, see if that goes through. Okay. Now let's Defiant Strike because I do want to hit my land drop here. Well, Swift Spear, a bit more awkward, but I still think I probably would have done the same line. I mean, if I Defiant Strike first, I'm not sure if it's better. Just a concession. Doesn't want to show any more cards. A little bit early, but I won't. I mean, I certainly appreciate the win, but I would say he was in a pretty tough spot. I mean, 2 lands, missed 2 turns in a row. We have a 4/4 bashing him down. We were going to get another one and a land to have burn spells. That was probably a wise move on his part to concede, but nothing. It was most likely a wise choice on his part to concede there, because we do not have much information. So successful. I actually think I should play the Force away. I feel like I easily could have cut Canyon Lurkers from this main deck in the first place and just run Force away, which I probably should have done. 15 creatures is nice, but when you have a Jeskai Ascendancy, you really got to maximize with that. So let's bring in the Force away without having any information. This hand's very good. Opponent mulls to 6. Keeps at 6. Plays first. So we can do turn 3 Ascendancy, but turn 3 Ascendancy doesn't do all that much. So I think we want turn 3 Falconer, more likely. All right. Not sure if he blocks here, but let's bash with the Falconer. That's interesting. I mean, I could Outlast. But then I don't get the full value on the Horde Chief, and I kind of want it for this Ascendancy. All right, I think I know what our turn is. So we attack with Falconer. Doesn't matter if he blocks. I feel like he's not motivated to, yes. So now we play Horde Chief. And I could play the Ghostfire Blade, but I kind of want it for the Ascendancy next turn. So I think we actually just play Tranquil Cove and pass. That way next turn we have a little bit more mana. We can actually, yeah, next turn's actually really good. We get to go Ascendancy, potentially Ghostfire Blade, and Outlast, or something along those lines. He probably just wants to swing first. That makes sense. So we can start pitching lands too. All right, can tolerate that. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's tolerable. So choice here. I can Ascendancy plus Ghostfire Blade swing. I can also Watcher plus Ghostfire Blade and unmorph. I think I like that more. So I think we just swing Horde Chief. This time he likely blocks. Still taking it. Beautiful. So we morph this. Play and equip the Ghostfire Blade. And we get to reveal Ascendancy to kill his Alabaster Kieran. He can remove it. I mean, definitely has that available to him, but this was definitely still the right play. All right. Definitely like that. Regardless of what happens now. Yeah. That's the best play he's got. I'm feeling real good. All right. No problemo. All right. I think we play Ascendancy. Which we already revealed. Equip Ghostblade to our biggest guy and get in for 4. Maybe I should have equipped it to the warrior, but then I would have gotten in for 1 less point of damage. The thing is, the Bring Low is going to pump our guys, so it would have been better to have the Ghostfire Blade on the littler dude, I think. Him attacking in is interesting. Must have a raid. Maybe Heart Piercer or something. Or a Morph. All right, so now we swing team. Well, I wanted to untap him, but I actually think I just make sure that I resolve this. He could have Feet of Resistance, but do I even care about that? Maybe I don't. Let's just swing. So we swing, we cast Bring Low on his morph. Because, I mean, it's probably a Ponyback Brigade anyway, right? He did have defeat? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. I don't think he's got the best blocks here. We're getting rid of the planes, and we get to follow up with a student. I'm definitely surprised, though. I hope that's not a Ponyback, just because it kind of slows us up a little bit. That's a lot of feet of resistance we've seen in this draft. I mean, that's a pretty good explanation to why. Ooh, it's actually kind of nice. It's a pretty good explanation to why. And actually, he has to give it pro red, so... Oh, he can block our warrior. All right, well, that sucks. Well, he can block our warrior and take, what, 5? I guess it's not that terrible. It does suck, but... The untap was kind of pointless, so I guess that was my bad. So I lost a warrior needlessly, so I guess it was bad play on my part. For some reason, I thought having my guys untapped was going to be important, but definitely seems like it wasn't that important. Next, I mean, the good news is next turn I can hardcast Weapon Master and get in for a 7. So at least force him to unmorph, so it keeps his mana busy. And he has to chump. Trying to think what else this could be besides the Ponyback Brigade. I mean, it could be the Bonkin. Well, that's interesting. I guess I can't do both anyway, so let's just do the Weapon Master. We pump the student. So that way it still trades with a Bonkin. Doesn't trade with a War Behemoth, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I feel like it's a Ponyback. Ponyback seems like the most logical, since it's a common on color. Okay. So he probably offers Ponyback for student, which is a wise play on his part, and then just chumps the Horde Chief. I guess if he has Trumpet Blast as his last card, we'd be in some pretty big trouble. We'd take 3, 6, 9, 14, which is not lethal. So definitely the Feat of Resistance play costs us a lot. I think that first match really tarnished my play in this game because I really didn't believe this guy had Feat of Resistance after seeing at least 2 Feat of Resistance out of our last opponent. I don't know why. I mean, it's a common, so should expect to see quite a few of them at the table, but Just did not expect it. He's really tanking on this block. That kind of tells me his last card's either a Rush of Battle or a uh, Trumpet Blast. Because if it's a Rush of Battle, he's not going to want to lose his Ponyback Brigade since it's an actual warrior. But it's a Trumpet Blast. I think he should just probably snap trade. I guess alternatively, he can block Ponyback plus 2 Goblins on the Horde Chief, and I only get rid of Ponyback and a Goblin. Alright, so he wants to leave all those tokens, so I think he's got Rush of Battle as his last card, or at least he's hoping to draw into it. But the problem with Rush of Battle is it doesn't get by our first striker. The Ponyback, that is. So that's kind of weird to me. Next turn, we probably re-equip Ghostfire Blade. But then I guess we can't replay the War Shrieker, so can't exactly do that. Alright. Doesn't change things very much. Land, pretty lousy draw, but what can you do? So, swing Horde Chief, Weapons Master, he just goes Patrol Goblin. I lose a Weapon Master for a Goblin token. That's like the worst thing in the world. But then he'd be left with a Goblin and a Ponyback to block a Horde Chief. This is a tough spot. I think we're just going to need a spell, unfortunately. Any spell and we're just busted, but we only have, I guess, 8 in the deck. 1 less now. So, as unfortunate as it is, I think the play is just get rid of a Goblin. Yeah, that sucks. I don't like it. I really don't like it, but I don't like our attack at all. So I guess I guess we just equip, swing Weaponsmith, play War Shrieker, re-equip to something. Maybe the War Shrieker, actually. Taking way too much damage from this Scavenger, so now we play the War Shrieker and we'll re-equip to it. Any spell and we are doing dangerous amounts of damage. Not exactly what I was looking for. All right, so if I swing team, he could, if he double blocks Weapon Master. Oh, he still couldn't kill it. Okay, I think we just swing team then at this point. Because Ponyback blocks Student. He can crack back for 3, 6, 8, 9. I'm trying to think of his best blocks. So his best blocks, he could go Ponyback Student. He could go Salt Row Patrol, Weapon Master, chump there, take 2, go to 1. I follow up with a Weapon Master. That's not ideal. I think I leave back Student. Then I might as well leave back Horde Chief. But if I do this, how does he block? So if I at this point, I completely just messed up because I totally indicated to him, unless I'm baiting him, that I don't have anything with Ascendancy, which really sucks. But swing with these two. He goes Salt Road Patrol. He still can't kill that. I guess we just go these two. I mean, the good news is I get to play Leaping Master, equip the Ghost Fireblade. Oh, he's got Throttle. Oh, Take Up Arms. Jeez. It's pretty nasty. All right. That's actually okay. So we kill a couple things. Now, I get to play the Leaping Master and equip it with Ghost Fireblade, which means he can't really comfortably, as far as I see, swing with that Sultai Scavenger unless he's got a way to either kill Leaping Master or play another flyer. Rush of Battle still doesn't beat us, although we'd have to do some bad blocks. He would gain just infinite life. How much would he gain? I feel like, I mean, that's a pretty big... He's obviously running Rush of Battle in his deck. The question is, does he have it right now? Because he casts it, he attacks. He's got 10, 13, 16 power coming at me. No, 20 power coming at me. Is that right? Jesus. That can't be right. 5, 10, 14, 17, 20 damage. Holy shit. That is a lot. It's playing something else crazy, huh? What do we got? Even more? All right. Well, the good news is he can't swing with Sultai Scavenger now. And we are just like a removal away from... We're any spell away from making this Ascendancy so nuts. This Ascendancy gets out of control if we draw a spell. Clearly can't attack with the Scavenger, yeah. God, I wanted to spell there so bad. So a predicament now. I can basically force him to block with Scavenger, which I think I do want to do, since our ground troops are just still better than him. The issue is, God, the issue is I didn't draw a spell to win the game. That's the issue. We hold the mountain. It's worthless, except for filtering now, so no reason to play it. I think I do force the block. We know he runs Throttle or whatever, so I don't want him to play that and start getting in again. He can't attack us, so I guess we just force the block. We're going to re-equip to, I guess, Weapon Master. Although, maybe, I was going to say maybe Student. But what does Weapon Master do? It's just so I can attack and kill Assault Road Patrol? No, let's do War Shrieker again. Hold the land and pass. I mean, if he swings team, it's got to be Trumpet Blast. All right, so he's got Trumpet Blast. I don't know if that means it's lethal. It likely is, just because couldn't draw a spell for the life of us. I'm thinking I threw the game when I attacked into Feat of Resistance, so I feel like just a complete and utter fool right now. Just the biggest idiot alive. Yeah, there's no reason for him to attack unless he's got lethal, so we're definitely dead. Yeah, that sucks. Hate losing a Trumpet Blast. Especially after I threw away a warrior. I feel like such an idiot. Embarrassing loss. All right, let's go to game 3. Very embarrassing loss. What have I got? Disdainful Stroke does not stop that stuff. I don't have a Barrage of Boulders. Jeskai Ascendancy played so poorly for us. Force Away is actually pretty bad. I guess it's good on a Sultai Scavenger. I still need spells. Clearly I need spells. If I couldn't hit it. That Ascendancy did nothing for us that entire game. So bad. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's try this again. And yeah, this hand's fine. I mean, I wish I had cheap creatures, but this will do. I wish we had Barrage of Boulders out of sideboard. That really would have helped tremendously in this match. This guy is rocking so many 1/1 bodies. And usually Barrage of Boulders goes late too, and I can get it from my sideboard, but not this time. He's going to be... He is not going to like that Ghostfire Blade when it eventually comes out. I may actually hold it until I've got the Ascendancy this time. It actually makes sense. Or a creature, for that matter. I don't know what he's worried about with the blade. He just wrecked me with the blade the entire time. Still can't play the Ascendancy though, so I may have to play the blade next turn, depending on our manas. Yeah, I guess we probably play the blade. Although next turn at that point I can just play and equip it. Although, well, Alright, so we play untapped land. We swing with Leaping Master, because I don't think he's motivated to block. We play War Shrieker, Ghostblade. But then I can't equip either. Maybe that wasn't the best. I still don't have Ascendancy for a couple turns. If I play the Ghostfire Blade next turn, I still can't equip and play Force Away. Just been holding this Ghostfire Blade forever and it's not doing anything. Play it. Really wish I hadn't attacked into that feat of resistance last game. Especially after talking about it. He doesn't have a red source yet, so that's good news. Okay. All right. Alabaster Kieran is ultimately what he decided on. Ooh. Swift Spear is not bad. I mean, it's not great either, but I can at least play it. Let's, Alright, I guess we equip. Swing for 6. He can double block the Leaping Master, in which case, I'm trying to think. Maybe this wasn't the best attack. I think I might have attacked. Maybe it was better to equip Warshrieker Swing. That way he can't double block. Now he can double block for pretty good value. I still think I kill the Morph. But Kieran is Vigilance Flyer. It's tough. I feel like the board clutter is a bigger deal, but I think I'd actually still kill the Kieran. I'm not thrilled about this. Pretty unhappy about this, actually, but I am going to kill the Kieran. The reason being, what's the best reason? It's flying in his Vigilance. It just keeps attacking. I don't like it. I don't want to deal with it later. Yes, this gives him an opportunity to get a red source, which sucks, but I shouldn't have attacked in the first place. That's another mistake I made. What I should have done is equip Warshrieker and swing. He wouldn't have blocked. Now I had to trade my Leaping Master for a Kieran, which admittedly is a good trade, but one in which I didn't even have to do that trade. Next turn I can't Ascendancy and Force Away either, which could be an issue. Alright, Banner certainly doesn't matter. Not when I can still force away his... Well, I guess he can hard cast it then. It's definitely a Ponyback Brigade, so I guess there is that. Alright, more plays. Injury, maybe. Yeah, that sucks. So, really kicking myself for attacking with that Leaping Master. Should have just gotten in for 5. So, I mean, without a doubt, 100%, it's got to be a Ponyback Brigade. It was a pretty bad draw, unfortunately. We can't even equip... Ugh. Yeah! This is not good, guys. Not happy with this game at all. Yeah, I'm really unhappy with this game. All right, so we play that. Force away does nothing. Guess we equip. Swing. Leave up force away. Just in case I have to for some reason. Could have played the Ascendancy there, but I want to get the extra damage in. Next turn I can play Ascendancy plus leave up force away, which is a little bit better. Still have to deal with just an onslaught of tokens with no barrage of boulders. Really wish I'd just taken 2 seconds to do the math to see why it was bad to attack with the Leaping Master. And I shouldn't even say it was bad. I did trade a Leaping Master for a Kieran, which is a strict upgrade, but there's just no reason for it. All right, well, that was a good draw. We're going to follow up with the Kieran, not the Ascendancy. And we're going to leave up force away. If he tries to kill the Kieran, I'll bounce it. That tells me he's definitely worried about it. Plus I'll get to force away, which at this point I'm about ready to ditch the Ascendancy. You know, the card I first picked this draft. Alright, this is not good. Pretty indicative of an upcoming Trumpet Blast. Smite. Does that kill anything in this match? No idea. I guess it would. Not playing the Ascendancy. I'm going to leave up the force away. So take 15. I think I just allow that. Could have a smite for the Alabaster Kieran. I'm trying to decide if this is just like a give up, or is there anything that makes me lose? If he kills the Kieran, I take 15 pretty needlessly here. I am losing my War Shrieker. He kills the Kieran, he's got the throttle mana, but if why wouldn't he pre-combat throttle? I feel like it's not throttle. I guess we just take it. So if he kill shots it, why wouldn't he throttle pre-combat? Oh, I was going to say, if it was throttle, should have done that pre-combat. I feel like I almost lost this match needlessly. The Leaping Master attack, I keep going back to it. He would have been left with a Kieran, which would have been bashing me down, but I would have had the 5/5. I guess that one's tough to say, but that round one attacking into the Feat of Resistance was definitely a mistake. It's hard for me to measure whether that ultimately cost me that game or forgot he could cycle the banner. He couldn't cycle. He didn't have a red source. What was I talking about? Oh, I'm not even going to tell him, whatever. Yeah, but game one, what was it? I was just talking about it. I got all distracted. Oh, the attacking into the Feat of Resistance. That's right. So if I had just swung with my guy, basically, if I had bring load before the Ascendancy, or before attacking, he would have Feat of Resistance pro red. I could have attacked with my 4/5, kept my 2/2, my soon-to-be 1/1 warrior, and it would have been one more blocker, which would have made him just short of lethal, I believe. So that's kind of interesting. But we ended up luckily getting game 3, and I'm happy about that. So let's go on to round 3 here.